Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Stefan Choi, and this is Trading with Livevol. And this is where I use my Reg T account, real Reg T account, to trade with LVX, and you guys can see what I do and how I do it. Let me just check this real quick. Okay. All right. So I don't have too much going on. Sorry for the tardiness. As you can see, I haven't done too well in the last month, but basically it's more like the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days or something. So I'm back to about 120. This is my P&L for today. Pretty much nothing is going on. I really don't have too much position except really this TWX and TRW. So let me just cover it. TRW, it's pretty much the rumor is that it's going to get done for 105. I just can't figure out the numbers yet. Doesn't seem like it should be 105. It should be more like 110. So I'm trying to buy these back, and then I'll sell this out. But you know, at the most I think I have is about 3,000 at risk right now on the stock. The other one is TWX. Basically, if you guys been listening to me, my thinking is that they're gonna get a higher bid. As soon as they get a higher bid, I'm gonna get out of my long calls and basically start buying some puts because I don't think it's over, right? So, and this is from this is what I think. Just because I don't think Time Warner is just gonna give in and sell to Rupert, mostly because it has more to do with money, but also with philosophical differences. And anytime that happens, where one party doesn't want to sell to the other, due to the fact that maybe your viewpoints is different, and I'm sure like half of Hollywood is up at arms that somebody who is as conservative is going to take over one of the premier content networks. So I think it's not over, even though he raises the bid. My hope is that instead of raising the bid to like $90 to $93, he actually makes a bid at like $100, and so that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But whatever the case, whatever this next spike is after he announces the bid, if there is a spike, it's probably prudent to then take the bullishness off and start buying some options on the put side, kind of like I said, what I did with Shire. The other one is XLU. So I've been basically doing buy rights on these, working out pretty well. Today there was a block trade where this guy bought pretty much 20,000 calls and sold 20,000 puts. As you guys can see, when the market was struggling earlier this year, like from January to like somewhere in middle of April, basically XLU had pretty big gains. So it could be considered as a defensive. So if the market is kind of choppy, sometimes people think putting it into XLU, which is considered more of a defensive stock, might be the way to go. But in general, I think XLU will also follow the same path as the overall market, just a little bit in terms of timing will be a little bit different, right? Basically saying these guys will, first people sell all the speculative stock first, dump it into XLU, and if the market gets worse, they'll sell out of XLU. So this guy made a pretty large bet in XLU. I think it's going to go up a little too, so I have some call bids in XLU. Let's see how close I am. Yeah, I'm not really that close. If it dips down, maybe I can get 2 more, and then when it goes up a little, I'll sell some calls against it. So that's my strategy in that one. Just overall, if I actually, let me update this. If you look at the overall market, when I look at it, as you can see, if you look at the longer term, basically nothing's changed, right? Like this, it's basically bouncing off this middle of the Bollinger Band, which it did the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. The market went down. So the fact that it could bounce off again is pretty normal. But obviously, you don't know where it's going to go. My general feeling is that it make one more downward movement before the bounce, but I'm not sure. It seems like there's a lot of people who are waiting for the pullback so they can get in. So nobody's out there saying like, nobody's out there really worried about the market crashing. They're all kind of considering when it is optimum to get in, right? Should I get in now or should I go in later because I think the market's going to fall even further? So, which generally, you know, having so many people on television talk about that it's a buying opportunity is the only part that I don't like because everyone is waiting for the same thing. But in the end, most likely that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't really have too much stuff on, just because at this point I'm not really that eager to get long or short, because I feel like you're in like no man. So I'm just kind of keeping my position and my cash available, so when there is stuff to do, I can do it. So other than that, there's nothing much going on. I know this one was pretty short, but really there wasn't much to talk about until the direction actually goes one way or another. And today was like first Monday in a while where they didn't announce any mergers. So I don't know, maybe they put that on hold a little bit. When we got on, you saw that flashing signal. So I am keeping track of this Valiant and Allegan, and Valiant's kind of taken a beating pretty much since it's hit its high in February. So this will be pretty interesting to follow because they're reportedly in a hostile takeover bid of Allegan. But as Valiant stock goes down, it makes their case less impressive due to the fact that portion of that takeover is going to be in Valiant stock. So I'll be back on Wednesday. I hope everything goes well, and talk to you guys then. Take care.